From the vast plains of Africa to the depths of the Amazon rainforest, nature never ceases to amaze us. But the annals of human history, too, hold their fair share of peculiar and unbelievable events. Join me, dear viewers, as we delve into the forgotten corners of the past and unearth 10 historical oddities that will leave you astounded. Prepare to question everything you thought you knew, for the truth, as they say, can be stranger than fiction. Our journey begins in the heart of summer, 1518, in the city of Strasbourg. A woman, seemingly possessed by an unknown force, begins to dance with wild abandon. What began as a solitary act soon becomes a contagious frenzy. Hundreds are drawn into this vortex of unyielding motion, their lives consumed by a rhythm they cannot control. We travel now to the sun-baked landscapes of Western Australia in 1932. Picture, if you will, not a fearsome enemy army, but a vast horde of emus, flightless birds, tall and imposing. The Australian government declared war on the emus, armed with Lewis guns. What ensued was a chaotic and ultimately unsuccessful campaign against an enemy that proved remarkably adept at evading capture. The year is 1970. Our destination, the rugged coastline of Oregon, where the Pacific Ocean crashes against the shore. A 45-foot sperm whale, deceased and beached, had become a cause for concern. The local authorities decided upon a solution as dramatic as it was ill-conceived dynamite. The goal to blast the whale into smaller, more manageable pieces. The result, a spectacle that would forever be etched in the annals of misguided endeavours, with chunks of blubber raining down upon the assembled onlookers and nearby vehicles. Journey back in time with me now, to the 9th century, to a period of intrigue and power struggles within the church. The setting, a courtroom unlike any other, where the accused was not a living soul, but the deceased Pope Formosus. His successor, Pope Stephen VI, driven by political motivations, had ordered this macabre trial. There, propped upon a throne, sat the decaying corpse of Pope Formosus, clothed in papal vestments. Our next stop takes us to the bustling streets of 19th century London, where a peculiar disaster unfolded. Within the Horseshoe Brewery stood a towering vat, filled to the brim with over 135,000 gallons of fermenting porter. The vat, weakened by years of use, buckled under the immense pressure, unleashing a torrent of dark, frothy liquid upon the unsuspecting city. A wave of beer, several feet high, cascaded through the streets, demolishing buildings, sweeping away belongings. It left a sticky, pungent residue in its wake. We remain in London, but fast forward a few decades to the summer of 1858. The River Thames had become a toxic, festering artery, its waters choked with sewage and industrial waste. The odour was so overpowering that it permeated every corner of the city, driving residents indoors and even halting parliamentary proceedings. The year is 1925. Our destination, the border region between Greece and Bulgaria, where a seemingly insignificant event would spark a diplomatic crisis. A Greek soldier, witnessing a stray dog crossing the border, gave chase, only to be shot and killed on Bulgarian soil. What began as a trivial incident escalated rapidly, with both sides mobilizing troops along the frontier. The year is 1943. The United States, fully engaged in the global conflict, implemented measures to conserve resources, including a ban on sliced bread. Housewives, accustomed to this small luxury, were outraged. The ban, intended to reduce waste and conserve wax paper, was met with widespread criticism and ridicule. Our journey now takes us back to the 17th century, to the Netherlands, a land renowned for its windmills, canals and tulips. Tulip Mania, as it came to be known, was a period of economic madness, a speculative bubble the likes of which the world had never seen. The prices of tulip bulbs, particularly those of rare varieties, soared to astronomical heights. Driven by speculation and a desire to cash in on this horticultural frenzy, fortunes were made and lost. Our final destination takes us to Europe, where, between the 14th and 17th centuries, a peculiar phenomenon swept across the continent. Groups of people, seemingly possessed by an uncontrollable urge to dance, swayed and convulsed in a frenzied, trance-like state. This was the dancing mania, a social phenomenon as baffling as it was widespread. Men and women, young and old, from all walks of life, were seized by this inexplicable urge to dance, often to the point of exhaustion, injury, and even death. And so, my fellow history enthusiasts, we've reached the end of our journey through the bizarre and unbelievable annals of the past. From dancing plagues to emu wars, exploding whales to sliced bread bans, history never ceases to amaze, amuse, and at times leave us utterly bewildered. If you enjoyed this historical rollercoaster, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more fascinating content, and don't forget to share your thoughts and reactions in the comments below. What historical oddities surprised you the most? Let's keep the conversation going.